Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Potholders. Now comes the most delicate part of the operation.
Yes, my patient died.
Well, honey, don't feel badly. A souffle is advanced cooking.
And I just flunked the course. Well, back to the can opener and frozen dinners.
Honey, why don't you take my souffle home and serve it to Steve? He won't know the difference.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Steve and I never lie to each other.
Well, of course not. But what if you didn't say anything?
That would still be keeping something from him. And we've made a pact. Everything is open and above board. Everything.
I see.
That way we'll never have a quarrel.
I see.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Well, that time you hesitated.
Oh, I'm sorry. Honey, you and Steve live your lives just the way you want them. And I'm sure nothing will come between you.
Oh, I hope not. Because you know what? We've agreed that neither one of us will ever make a decision without consulting the other. And we'll never lie to each other or hold anything back. And we'll never, never have an argument. Or do you think I'm being too starry-eyed?
Well, a little bit of Jupiter and Saturn are sneaking through. But that's the way it should be. Uncle Joe, what in the world are you doing in that getup?
This here's an official beekeeper's outfit.
And I suppose you think you're an official beekeeper.
You bet. Business is humming.
Mom, if you don't mind, I think it's time I went home.
Well, you're a lucky girl. I'll see you later, darling.
Thanks for the cooking lesson. Bye, Uncle Joe.
Bye, honey.
Happy beekeeping.
Uncle Joe, why is it that you can never take up a hobby like window washing?
This ain't no hobby. It's a serious business.
Well, serious running around in a veil?
I was afraid you wouldn't appreciate the wonderful world of bugs.
You're right.
Hey, the bee's a fascinating little animal. There's a queen. She's in charge of everything. And then there's the workers, all running around, gathering honey.
What about the drones?
The drones, they don't do nothing but sit around and loaf all day. Of course, we have that same problem with humans.
No kidding.
Remember that homesteading course I took in hotel management? They told about them high-flight hotels featuring specialties of the home.
I remember. That's when you were keeping live trout in the bathtub.
Well, I gotta admit, it was a little impractical.
Particularly when somebody wanted to take a bath.
Bee business is different. See how this sample menu I made out grabs you. Kate Bradley's homemade hot biscuits, heaped high with world-famous Carson's clover honey.
Yeah, well, I must admit I make pretty good biscuits.
You missed the point. It's the honey that does it. Think of the money we'll make.
Think of the money we'll spend. Jars, labels, new menus.
Kate, a man with my business sense can cut corners. I've already saved $11.97.
Well, how'd you do that?
Well, that's the money I would have spent if I'd have bought a herd of bees.
That's something. You figured out a way to make honey without bees. That's cutting out the middleman, huh?
In case you can't have honey without bees, Steve said that...
Steve? What's Steve got to do with it?
Not much.
How much?
Well, he is a member of the Carson Elliott dynasty. It wouldn't be fair of me not to let him in.
How much?
$25. That's just for necessary equipment, like this beekeeper's official outfit.
Funny. Betty Jo doesn't know about this.
Why should she? Steve's the one that's going to be my partner.
Yeah, but he's Betty Jo's husband.
He was my partner before he was her husband, and I saw him first.
Why don't you challenge her to a duel? And understand one thing, we're staying out of the kid's business.
Kate, I'd never forgive myself if I didn't let him in on a good deal like this. But this may make more money for me than any scheme I've ever had.
There's a chance we might break even.
Oh, you people of little faith. What if Admiral Peary had listened to people like you? We wouldn't have had a North Pole today. Take old man Shetland. They laughed at him, and look what happened.
Old man Shetland?
Sure. Came up with a Shetland pony.
Well,
Well, what?
how was it?
Oh, the sandwich. Honey, you've topped your all-time high. Now, I thought yesterday's cheese was great, but today's tuna's even better.
Really?
The, chopped up pickles your idea?
Oh, darling, I'm so happy. Oh, and you know what? I told Mom about our vow.
Or what?
You know how we'll always tell the truth, the whole truth at all times. We'll never hide anything.
Oh, yeah.
We agreed, didn't we? We said that way we'd never quarrel, right?
Right.
Good. Now go ahead and eat your sandwich. Well, what's the matter?
Always the truth?
Of course.
I hate pickles.
What?
Now, honey, this is the way we don't fight.
I know.
Darling, don't you realize if we went through life with me pretending I liked pickles and you not knowing how I really felt, we'd be living a lie.
Well, I guess it is better to be honest.
Of course it is.
Anyway, you'll get a good meal tonight.
We eating out?
Steve!
I'm sorry, we're not going to eat out.
We are, but you didn't have to sound so eager.
I'm not eager, honey, just terribly interested. Where are we going?
Well, I just thought we'd go into Pixley and have dinner and see a show.
You mean buy dinner?
We had that $25 bonus Mr. Baxter gave you for dusting his cabbages early, remember?
I remember.
Well, you said it was mad money. Well, let's be mad and blow it. What's the matter?
Remember our pact? If we're honest, we don't get mad at one another?
Yes?
I lent the money to Uncle Joe.
What?
Well, he's my partner.
But I'm your wife. Blood's thicker than water.
Well, in that case, you shouldn't mind. He's your uncle.
Oh, so now it's my fault.
What difference does it make? It's all in the family.
My family doesn't need your charity.
Well, if you like, I'll go on up to the hotel and get the money back.
Well, you can't do that.
Isn't that what you want?
But Uncle Joe's my own flesh and blood.